Hello, before we get started, I wanted to, I hate doing this, but I wanted to say that there is a commentary track for the original Jurassic Park featuring the two of us on my Patreon page. If you want access to that, it is simply $5 a month, and I plan on uploading more commentary tracks, so it's not like $5 and you only get this one. I plan on doing some more if it proves, definitely if it proves to be popular. I need a haircut. Anyways, you're not here to hear my pitch about Patreon. You're here about Jurassic World. But I'm going to delay it a little bit longer. One thing that drove me nuts is that we showed up at like, there was a 3:45 movie and we showed up at like 3:42. And we had to sit through at least a solid 10 minutes of TV commercials. I understand it's easy ad revenue. They can sell TV spots, and we've already paid to take it. We paid to sit down, and now we're paying to sit down and watch a commercial. It just bugged the crap out of me this time. I'm like sitting there just like, oh my god. Watching TV commercials. Holy crap. It just bugged me. I understand. It's capitalism at its finest, but of course I'm probably going to monetize this video. Of course, I'm not going to make you sit through 10 minutes of ads. Anyways, on with the movie review. We saw Jurassic World. Maybe we should do our thoughts on the original trilogy. You actually sat down and watched all of them this time, unlike Mad Max.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through my thoughts real fast, and then Ashley will go through hers. I don't have these movies on DVD or Blu-ray. That is something I'm going to need to fix up at some point. Maybe it'll be like Christmas presents or something, but I'll need to fix that because honestly, I like all these movies. The first one's by far the best. And I'm going to say something controversial. I feel all three of these movies are essentially just like creature feature films. They are monster movies where the monster is dinosaurs. And I'm okay with that. The first one is by far the best done. I'm not going to focus too much on that, but they're all good. The second one, there's a lot of stupidity in the second one. I enjoy it for what it is. And here's something else controversial I'm going to say. I enjoy the third one for what it is too. Third one's really stupid, and it has a lot of technical errors. There are moments, usually when I see the dinosaurs, I prefer the practical ones. Practical's not really the best term, because it's not like there's a real dinosaur there. Animatronic. I prefer those dinosaurs that are actually like physically there, as opposed to the dinosaurs that are computer generated. The third one, there are times where the computer generated ones look faked, and there were times where the animatronic ones looked fake. I remember this scene with the Spinosaurus where you see its head cranking and you just see it going. And it looks like a machine. It's like, wow. I enjoy it for what it is. I feel that one really embraced the idea of just being a creature feature. So to a certain extent, I appreciate blah. To a certain extent, I appreciate that. But it is definitely the worst done of the three. But I don't know, I enjoy it, if for nothing else, to get Sam Neill playing Alan Grant for an hour and a half more. What do you think of the original trilogy?
What are you talking about?
The first three Jurassic Park movies, what do you think? What do you think of the first one?
I thought it was okay. And well, the raptors were the main monster in that movie.
Yeah, they really were, yeah.
Unlike, not what you would think, the T-Rex was actually helpful.
Yeah, at the end it was, wasn't it?
Because it ate the raptors.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for a 22-year-old movie, yeah. What do you think of the second one, The Lost World?
Well, I'm glad the one part of it, because, well, at the beginning they were on the beach, and, well, Not exactly on the beach, but something.
Well, they are.
But it looked like that.
Yeah.
Well, this girl finds a whole bunch of dinosaurs that are meat eaters.
Yeah.
And she got injured, but she's still alive, and that's good.
Yeah. What else? What do you think of the movie overall?
I thought all of them were okay, but my favorite was the last one we're talking about.
Okay, so you prefer you think the second and third one are fine, but you prefer the first one?
No, the last one. No.
Oh, the one we just saw?
Yes.
Well, we aren't there yet. Okay, I guess that's our intro to talk about Jurassic World. This is an entertaining movie. It's pretty good. I need to stop saying all the time. All right. Well, this movie, I'll go over what I like about it. The idea behind it being that people have gotten bored with dinosaurs. And in many ways, you can mirror that to like special effects. Like when the first Jurassic Park came out, the idea was that people were shocked that they see these dinosaurs, and we were shocked because it's like, oh my god, that looks real. But that was 22 years ago. Now we see these creatures like that all the time. It's nothing. So that's what they're going for here. Except now these people aren't bored with the special effects; they're bored with the dinosaurs. First time you see the T-Rex, you don't really see it, but what you kind of see it being fed, and while it's coming out, you see this kid on his phone. His back is turning. He's looking through his phone. It's showing they're bored. So what they did was they made a brand new dinosaur. And this movie introduces the idea that was kind of in the first book, but not in any of the movies, was that what they're making here are not actually dinosaurs. They're just making creatures that are like facsimiles of dinosaurs with the information they have, but they aren't really dinosaurs, because there's all this conflicting information. They just have this DNA, and then they fill in the blanks. So they made a new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, and that's your main dinosaur antagonist for the movie. And there's a human antagonist too. I won't go too far into that because
What do I mean a human antagonist?
There's a human bad guy in this.
You mean the guy who wanted the raptor to kill that thing?
Yeah, I guess slight spoiler there.
Oh.
It's kind of obvious if you're watching. If you're used to movies, it's kind of obvious where that's going. But yeah, it's effective. I enjoyed this movie. I like the commentary that oh, we're bored with this. Creatures, dinosaurs. Oh, that's boring. What else you got? And I like that idea. There's other ideas explored within this movie. Ideas about the military. There is this line where he says, drones can't go into a cave and look inside. He says something like that. And my immediate thought is, yes, they can. Why would you think that? You can install cameras on a drone. Why can't you? Why would you think you can't do that?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, he says something goofy like that. It's really, really goofy.
Drones can go into a cage and look inside of it.
Mm-hmm. And also, if I'm going to be looking at holes, the other big thing I noticed watching this movie, well, there's cliches. The radios and the cell phones only work when dramatically it's necessary. If it's not necessary, it's always just like in this movie. That's just the way it is. It's not like the Indominus Rex attacks cell towers or something. No, they just can't communicate with each other at certain times for dramatic effect. I guess you kind of have to accept it in a movie like this. And I did for the most part. There's a couple times where I'm like, come on. Okay. But overall, yeah, I accepted it. What else? Oh yeah. The Indominus Rex escape. I'm not going to go into detail, but in the compound where they're keeping the Indominus Rex, they have a heat sensor. And they also have a chip implanted in the Indominus Rex so they can identify its exact position. However, you cannot track its position with the chip inside the Indominus Rex compound. You have to be in the main center for that. What the why? Wouldn't that be what you track? Why are you tracking a heat signature when it has a chip you can follow? I was just like, what? Why? What?
Which I found something very disgusting.
What? You're off camera.
He grabbed the chip out.
Yeah.
He took the chip out.
Well, that's in the trailer, so that's not much of a spoiler. He yanks the chip out. What are your thoughts on the movie? I kind of dominated there for like a while. What are your thoughts? Give your 7-year-old perspective.
It's just that I found out that the T-Rex is nice in this movie too.
Oh yeah, T-Rex is it's a stretch to say the T-Rex is nice. That's a stretch.
What do you mean it's a stretch?
Well, we aren't going to go into details. Well, do we want to just dive into spoilers? Do some spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay, so we might talk about spoilers from here on in. So be warned. I guess there were minor spoilers before, but those were minor. Now I'm just going to open the floodgates and say we talk about whatever we want. Okay. You want to talk about the T-Rex?
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to say?
Well, and the raptors also helped kill the Dominic Rex.
Yeah, well, it was a raptor and the T-Rex that helped it.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was a cool fight. I love that fight. I was just like, hell yeah.
It's because, well, it's just one raptor and a big T-Rex.
Yeah. Essentially, the raptor was the brains and the T-Rex was the brawn.
What does that mean?
The T-Rex was like the muscle. But the raptor was the smart one, distracting the Indominus so the T-Rex could get hit on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was distracting it by jumping up and down and biting it too on its back.
That's something else. Lots of people who watched the trailers were concerned about the raptors being wimpified in this movie, and that really doesn't happen. I guess you could say that to a degree, but not really.
I do not know what that word means.
It means instead of being like these evil, the raptors where they were big and, well, not really big, but they were scary in the first movie, but the people were concerned that maybe they wouldn't be scary in this one. But they definitely. What do you think of the raptors?
The only part I found scary is when.
You want to stay on the chair?
Any of them open their mouth.
I don't think we're gonna last much longer. She's gone completely goofy. Yeah. So anyways, we liked the movie. My daughter's gone completely goofy. So I guess that'll be it for this knee-jerk reaction. You want our thoughts on Jurassic Park? Commentary track on Patreon. Go check it out. Helps my channel a lot. Like I said, I hate with putting content behind a paywall, but it's become exceedingly necessary because as my channel's gotten bigger, YouTube's decided to go through and demonetize a lot of my videos. So I can't make ad revenue money on probably over half my videos right now. It's really obnoxious, and it's really random what videos they're choosing too. Like they'll be, they'll go through the top 5s, which take me a long time to put together. And it'll be like, okay, this one's approved, this one's not, this one's not, this one is, this one's. Where's the big format change? Tell me what's triggering this. And they, and YouTube's about as conversational as a brick wall. So if you want to see this channel keep on going, go to Patreon and help me out. Even if you don't, even if you do like $1, that helps me out so much, and I'm so thankful for that. So please go check that out. until next time, I think that's all we have to say. Maybe the next movie will be Terminator 5, Gen I Size. I'm not looking forward to that one. Oh, that looks terrible. So far, we've seen 3 movies this summer. They look good. Oh, yeah. How would you rank the 3 movies you've seen this summer so far? Best or worst?
What are you talking about?
The 3 we've seen. So we've seen Avengers, Age of Ultron. We've seen Mad Max, Fury Road, and Jurassic World. We've seen 2 part 4s with a huge age gap between 3rd and 4th part.
I'm gonna rate it. Age of Ultron, best.
Okay.
And the other, and the one we saw today,
Jurassic World.
Medium, which that means it's pretty good, but it's not the top. And then Fear Road is at the bottom.
Okay, but you still like that one, right? Did you like that one?
Yeah, it's just that it's at the bottom.
That's fine.
Bottom.
For me, Fury Road's actually on top for me. Oh yeah, and Age of Ultron would probably be number 2. I think Jurassic World for me is probably my least favorite we've seen so far.
Oh.
But I enjoyed it. Oh, they're all good movies. Of course, yeah. Nitpicking. People don't nitpick on the internet. You can't nitpick me.
I do not know what that means.
That's it. We've gone goofy. She got me goofy this time. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you really love this video, consider visiting my Patreon page. Every video I make takes conservatively an average of 1 hour per minute for me to produce. And the ad revenue on these videos does not give me a very large return. So if you go to my Patreon and only want to contribute $1, that's just fine. That helps me out a lot. I plan on adding some new rewards, such as DVD box sets of my videos, as well as t-shirts. If there's other rewards you'd like to see happen, please let me know. For more information, make sure to visit my Patreon page.